Hey Larry, it's Martin from the Heartland Connect networking event. Thanks again for kind of checking out my shoulder there and making sure I was good and seeing kind of what the issue was. I still definitely want to come in. That's something I definitely got to get taken care of. And looking at your website here, it looks like there's you guys have a great kind of looking location here. It looks great with all the plants and stuff. I love that. So that looks great. I definitely got to come check you guys out for sure. But what I wanted to do in this video real quick is just kind of show you guys some things that you guys can do to your website that'll basically help you guys out in terms of your search engine optimization and make sure that you guys have more people coming to your website, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do in this video is just basically kind of briefly talk about some things that you guys can do. And then if this is something that you guys are interested in, maybe you want to kind of do this at a higher level and kind of accelerate the process, then that's something that of course we can do as well. And we can talk a little bit more about that. But for this video, I'm just going to basically kind of talk about what you guys can do on your end to kind of better your digital presence on Google. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just jump right in here. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually going to go over to this tool here that Ahrefs is this tool that I use. Basically, what it allows me to do is just kind of take a back end look at your website, see what's going on there, and kind of what you guys are getting in terms of traffic and what you guys are ranking for in terms of keywords. So I'm not sure kind of what your knowledge is about SEO and how it works, but basically SEO is just search engine optimization. Basically what your objective is and how you get more customers with SEO is by ranking on the first page of Google. So what happens every day, right? People are searching on Google, they're searching for things like massage in Colorado Springs. Let's say like me, like let's say I wanted to get a massage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google, I'm going to type in this word, this phrase right here, and then what happens is you get populated with all these results. You have your map pack here, and then you have your organic search results down here, showing you all the different businesses, right? And with SEO, typically, and this is true for every industry, majority of people that search on Google or any other kind of search engine, they typically stay on that first page of Google. If you think about yourself, whenever you search for something on Google, how many times are you coming all the way down here and clicking on page 2, page 3? You know, how many times are you coming down to page 6? Probably never, right? Wow, look at that. So I actually just clicked on page 6 and I just found you guys right here, which is kind of funny that I just did that. But yeah, so basically this is where you guys are at right now. And where you'd want to be to maximize and get the majority of customers, because as you can imagine, the majority of people are just sticking on that first page. So this is where we want to get you guys right here. So this is probably one of your biggest competitors in terms of SEO, is these guys right here, La Vida Massage, Colorado Springs. So I'm actually going to copy their link here and show you guys something. So if we come back here, so this is your guys' website, okay? First things to kind of note is you guys have an organic traffic of around 4. Okay, so basically what this means is based off of your keyword rankings, where you guys are positioned in the search results for the phrases that you guys are getting found for, you guys are getting an average of about 4 organic traffic, okay? Typically, this is around 2 to 3 times what this number actually is. So on average, you guys are probably getting around, 12 to 20 people that might be actually coming to your site organically every single month. Based off of what the words are that you guys are ranking for. So that's what we're going to look at next is your organic keywords. These are basically all the words that your site is getting found for right now. So if we look here, you'll see to the left here under keyword, you have all these different words, right? These are the words that your site is getting found for. If we look over to the right here, volume is how many searches per month that word actually gets, okay, on average. And typically it's a lot higher, but yeah, so moving on. And then lastly, over to the right here, you'll see position, and that's where you guys are currently at in terms of the position for that keyword. Okay? So that's basically all you need to know about this. So one of the things I'll point out here is the majority of your traffic is coming from your brand name, okay? What that tells me is that you guys are actually doing a great job at actually building your brand up, and people are actually starting to get to know your guys' business, and so people are actually typing that out on Google, and it's starting to build some traffic there just by building your brand name and building your presence out there. So that's a great thing. But what the problem with this is that this is just people who already know you, and you guys have built that brand through things like maybe like networking or flyers or whatever it is, right? But your goal really, what you guys want is you guys want to get people who don't necessarily know about your business to just find your guys' website and to choose to come and get a massage or whatever other services that you guys provide. So as you can see here, as we scroll down, you'll see that the amount of traffic you guys are getting from this keyword is around that 4 right there. So that's why you guys get about 4 traffic. Okay. And then we scroll down here, we'll look at the words here. If we look at these really good keywords here, actually, there's a ton of search volume for massages in Colorado Springs. Just this one keyword, Colorado Springs massage, gets around 1,400 searches per month. Okay. So that's a lot of traffic that you guys could be capitalizing on. Okay, that's just one keyword, right? If we go down and we see medical massage, Colorado Springs, it's 50 searches just for that one keyword. There are tons of keywords here. Massage, Colorado Springs, 5,000 searches per month for this one keyword. And this is actually where, this is the one we were looking at earlier, where you guys are actually ranking on that 6th or 7th page. You guys are in the 73rd position for that one. If you guys were to just get on the first page and start getting traffic for this one keyword, this would, I believe, just absolutely change your guys' business completely. You guys would have a huge influx of customers just by getting found for this keyword here. Just this one keyword. And as you guys can see, there are tons of other keywords, deep tissue massage, all those things. So here's my first kind of tip. This is what I recommend for you guys. As you can see here, what on the right side here, you have the URL. So this is basically the page that Google is basically pulling up for you guys when people search for this keyword. Okay, and what you'll notice here is there's things like pregnancy massage, in-home massage, let's see, medical massage, right? These are all different types of massages, right? So what I would recommend, and they also have the location Colorado Springs attached to them. So what I recommend for you guys is actually just start building out web pages specifically for these types of services. That's something that when Google will crawl your site, it'll be able to pick up and say, okay, this page is about this, and so they'll give you more credit for that page and for that keyword if you guys have a dedicated page for it. So that's what I recommend, because if you can see, for example, basically all these keywords are basically getting found on either your home page and your massage page. And how SEO works is if you have multiple different types of keywords that are trying to rank on the same page, basically Google's not going to give you full credit for that one keyword, and instead they're going to give you kind of half credit or partial credit across all those keywords that you're trying to get found. So that's why you want to segment those out into their own individual pages so you get the max credit for that keyword. So that's what I recommend for you guys, is just start kind of splitting up those services or those different types of massages into their own specific service pages. That's definitely what I recommend for that. I can see that already you guys are in a really good position because the site is getting, you guys are getting found for all these keywords, but it's just a matter of doing some optimizations so that you guys can get on that first page. As you guys can see here, you guys are on the 21st position for A Wellness Colorado Springs. It looks like that's probably a brand name, so we don't want to worry too much about that one. But Colorado Springs Massage, you guys are getting credit for this, but just not enough to get you guys business from it. So this would be like a word that we'd want to really kind of focus on and optimize your pages around to get ranked for this keyword. So that's kind of how that works and what I would recommend for you guys. Another thing that I would recommend is we'll go back over here to this overview page, and I'm trying to kind of explain this in a way that I'm not overloading too much. There's so many different things with SEO, but I try to kind of keep it try to keep it basic so it doesn't get too crazy here. Okay, so I got your guys' website here again. The next thing I wanted to point out is your referring domains. Okay, so basically all referring domains are, or backlinks if you've ever heard about them, basically all it is are just other websites that are linking back to your website. Okay, so basically with SEO, it's basically like this big popularity contest. That's all it really is when we're talking about backlinks. Basically, it's just other websites that are pointing at your website and saying, that's the guy, that's the guy. The more websites that you have pointing at you, Google deems as you must be an authority if all these other websites are pointing back to you. So that's what you're trying to do with referring domains. Basically, a big popularity contest. You're trying to get a bunch of other websites that are pointing back to you. So what you guys can do is you can actually kind of search online for certain directories, certain bloggers, all these different kinds of websites, and reach out to them, or just sometimes you can just basically create a profile and put your website up there, and that's how easy it can be to get a link sometimes. But that's basically what I would recommend for you guys, just getting more of these links here. If you guys get more links, basically what's going to happen is your site's going to be more authoritative in Google's eyes, and so therefore you guys are going to climb higher for your ranked keywords here. Okay, so that's something I'd recommend, is maybe trying to reach out or just trying to find certain online directories and submitting your guys' website just to get a link from them and getting it to point back to your website. If we go ahead and check out your referring domains, looks like you guys are getting a link from Heartland Connect, which is great. That's the types of things that we're talking about, is just getting websites to link back to your site. We can actually see where you guys are getting that link from. It looks like it's right here. Not to take too much time on this. But as you can see, so this is your guys' page here on the Heartland Connect website, and this is the actual link right here. So this is what I mean by websites pointing back to your website, is stuff like this, where you have someone else's website and they have a page, and then on that page there's an actual link that goes back to your guys' website. Okay, so I'd recommend getting more of those. And of course, with SEO, not all links are created equal. Some are better than others. And that we measure that by the domain rating here. You'll see that there's a 5. It's on a scale of 0 to 100. So the higher the DR, or the domain rating, the more powerful that link is, and the more authority it's going to give for your guys' website. So that's really kind of the name of the game, is getting high quality websites, but also relevant websites. You don't want to get links from, let's say, a pizza shop if you guys don't sell pizza. You guys would probably want links from like a blogger who blogs about massage and things like that. That's really the types of sites that you guys are wanting to go after. For this kind of industry, for this website. So that's what I recommend, is going out there and getting some more websites to link back to your guys' website, and that should definitely boost your guys' rankings here, and therefore boost your guys' organic traffic. And then more people coming to the site, more people are gonna call you guys or schedule an appointment, all those kinds of good things. Now, I'll wrap up with this real quickly here. I'm going to duplicate this because we did grab one of your competitors, and I wanted to show you guys kind of the difference, okay? And this is kind of what you guys are competing with and the potential results that you guys could get as well. Now, this is La Vida Massage, Colorado Springs, Colorado. As you guys can see, they have around 1.6K organic traffic. So 1,600 people on average that are coming to their website every single month. Okay, out of that 1,600 people, you can assume kind of how many people are actually booking an appointment. Okay, but typically organic traffic converts right around 10%. Okay, so even if this was 10% of this, we're talking about around 160 people per month that are booking a massage for this website, right? What I'll point out here also is that the referring domains are around 60. So if we compare this back to yours, you have about 8, right? And they have about 60. To me, what this shows me is these guys are 100% absolutely beatable. If these guys had 1,000 or something referring domains, I'd say, you know what, this might take a long time. So that's kind of what I kind of just wanted to point out here, is just see that they just have a little bit more. But they're 100% beatable. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's kind of all I got for you guys today. If you guys want to talk more about this, or maybe understand a little bit more about how it works, potential results, that kind of thing, I'd love to talk to you guys more about it. I know I kind of just threw a ton of stuff out there in SEO. There's so many moving parts. It can be kind of confusing. So yeah, I'd love to kind of, talk more about it, explain it, answer any questions, that kind of thing. If you guys are interested, just to maybe just to get some tips. It's not even just about selling you guys a program or anything like that. I just kind of love talking about this stuff. So yeah, I'll go ahead and leave you guys with that. If you guys like what you saw in the video, definitely reach back out and let me know, and I'd love to talk more. All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.